And scene.
Welcome, Nicole. Once again, you've done many videos to where you gave your insight from a kid's perspective for the kids. So this video is more geared towards children, not adults. But if you're a parent, hopefully this child's perspective can help you to understand how children get along. What this topic is going to be about how children make friends when they're kind of an antisocial type of person.
Yeah.
So give you said you have a hard time because you're not really that much of a people person. Elaborate.
So, okay. When we first came to North Carolina, it was hard for me to, it still is now, but it's hard for me to really make friends because, I'm not a social person.
Okay.
I'm not the type of person to speak first. You have to come to me and speak first. But in North Carolina, it's, kind of hard because they're kind of slow down here. They're just...
Well, don't assume. I mean, it is kind of a known fact that the South is a little bit, I don't want to say slow because that's kind of name calling, but there are kind of behind compared to the North. So you're right, but I mean, go ahead, just finish what you was going to say.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard for them. Yeah, I didn't even mean to say slow. It's kind of hard for them to get used to a new person. And I'm kind of used to once you're new, it's oh, hey, all that stuff. So now the new school that I'm in, it's just hard to make friends because I don't speak first at all. And I'm in high school to where it's different type of people everywhere. So it's dang, where's my group at? All that. But my problem is I tend to rush things a lot, really a lot. I expect a lot from people when it's not even that case. So I just want to explain how my perspective, it's hard because first, like I said, I don't talk first at all. But down here, it's just I don't know how to explain it.
Well, let's try to keep on topic. You said that you are antisocial. So let's just get the meaning of antisocial. What is your definition of antisocial people?
My definition is antisocial people are people who well, for me, people who are don't speak first. It's kind of hard for them to open up a little. You have to I just want to be myself, and if you're the person to where I can be myself, then.
So antisocial. The word antisocial is people that are more on the loner side. If they don't have nobody to hang with, either way they're happy. They just not a crowd people. They don't need a lot. When they do hang around a lot of people, they get a little anxious or nervous. That's kind of antisocial folks. So do you think that you fall into that?
Somewhat. I don't know how to explain it. I don't like to be in the big crowd, but at the same time, I don't like to be alone either. It's weird. I don't know what to call it, but that's what I'm starting to realize. I hate being around a lot of people. I just need that one somebody, not even just a little group to where it's just where I can be myself and we're in it forever. We don't need nobody else but us.
So do you think that a lot of kids your age bracket in high school have a hard time trying to be their self? Because I know, you 15, so most teenagers don't know how to be their self because they still finding themselves. So what you got to say about that?
As far as in high school for my generation or whatever, nowadays, yeah, I think it is hard for kids to be themselves because they try to fit in. They try to be cool. Whoever's I don't know how to explain it, but for instance, for girls, instead of them being themselves, they try to more get boys' attention by just doing
wearing skimpy clothes,
yeah, and all that. But it's just even if it's the reason why I feel I can't find my group or whatever, because I feel nobody can vibe the way I vibe. Me compared to all the other girls in that school, I feel I'm different. I'm not, because I don't know how to explain. I'm not that type to just go up and just be all loud and just all that type of stuff.
And you know what? I commend you for that because I'm gonna just put this out there. A stereotype is a certain race or a certain group or a certain something that's known to be something. And they say most black women or black girls are known to be loud, obnoxious, a bunch of attitude and this and that. So the fact that you just said that, I commend you, because you don't want to be loud. You don't want to be all in everybody's face, because that can be taken wrong.
Yeah, and also
A broad one, because y'all children go through a lot when y'all get to the high school stage, where, like you said, trying to fit in, and then friends. So.
Yeah, for me, like, it's to the point where, like, I'm, like, so quiet or just not all in people's face to where it's, like, people don't even recognize me until I actually, like, all my schools that I've been to, the reason why I really got recognized was because of basketball. Like, I feel like if it wasn't because of basketball, I really, got recognized at all. Like, to this day in the school I'm at now, like, yeah, I got classes with it, but it's like people don't really recognize me like that because I'm so, like, just quiet and just in my own space.
So let's talk about popularity then. Obviously, high school, they make so many movies and TV shows about being popular in high school. Like, what can you tell as parents or grown-ups that y'all deal with do you like being popular? Do you want to be popular? What are the popular kids doing? Like, let's talk about popularity.
For instance, no, that's crazy. Like, I don't want to be popular, but it's like, I want to be known for a good reason. Like, I want to get recognized for a good thing. I don't want to just also, like, I don't know how to explain it, but for me, when popularity, because there is, like, kind of, I wouldn't say popularity, but it's like this type of person that a lot of people know, like, majority of the whole school know, and all that. So for me, when popularity comes, like, into the school, whatever, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not the type of person to really interfere with popularity. I just, like, kind of to the point where I want to be myself and get recognized for being myself. I don't want everybody to know me for a specific reason, for, like, me because I got into a fight and I won. I want them to know me because, like, I'm really good at basketball, you know, I do all my work and all that stuff like that. So I don't know how to explain it, but yeah.
How do you think other kids feel about it? Because even though that might not mean much to you, I'm sure a lot of kids, like, wish they were popular. Like, you might have the nerds, like, man, I know I'm smart, but gosh, man, I wish I was popular like the other guys that had Tommy Hilfiger, or that had just all the name brand clothes or all the Nikes.
See, in high school, it's to the point where, like I said, people got their own groups. Like, it's funny, like, yeah, the nerds, I don't know how to explain it, but you do got those people to where they do want to be popular, and usually when they want to be popular, they usually just go hang out with the popular kids or try to, and that's what I mean when I say they try to fit in. Like, just because that person's popular, they're like, oh, maybe I can be popular by hanging out with him, doing what he do. But sometimes, with that popular person doing, it's not always good.
Yes, and that comes, what you saying, that comes to where drugs and sex and bullying can get introduced. So you want to be popular so bad that you willing to mess your body up and smoke that marijuana, or you willing to mess your body up and do that PCP, or you ready to mess your body up and do that acid, not knowing that you could possibly kill yourself off of one try. Or you willing to mess yourself up as a pretty, young, beautiful girl and let this boy and his crew run through you because you think that he will like you, and in reality, you're going to get disrespected. So let's talk about that too. Have you seen a lot of teenage pregnancies in your school?
No, I actually have not, but I'll just be seeing, like, a lot of boys and a lot of girls messing with each other. Like, it's crazy. Like, that school is so big, it's different people. Like, literally in all my classes, I have different people in all my classes. There's not a person that I have the same class with. In all my classes, there's different people, to where up north, the school I went to, it was, like, more of the same people. But now this school's so big, it's, like, different people everywhere. Like, you'd be surprised. So I don't know how to explain it. I just see, like, a bunch of girls, like, it's a bunch of girls in there, there's a bunch of boys in there, and you know how it go. Boys be messing with everybody, and girls, they just fall for it, all that crap.
Well, as far as schools, demographics, you know what demographic mean? Mm-hmm. Demographic mean, like, cities. Like, obviously Charlotte is a city, Forest City is a city, Gaston, that's a city, like Baltimore, Rochester, they're all cities. So when you got a bunch of cities in one surrounding area, that's demographics. So demographics play a role in the type of school that you have. So Charlotte, where we are, is kind of like urban, somewhat urban, but somewhat suburban at the same time. But Rochester was straight up urban. So the high school you went to in Rochester, what type of kids were at that school? Like, what stories could you tell as far as the boys and the girls, sex, drugs, fads? Like, what can you give advice to the urban city dwellers that have urban city high schoolers?
Now that, and when I was up north in Rochester, now yes, you would see pregnant people walking around and all that stuff. And that, and those type of schools, yes, there was a bunch of drugs, all that selling in the school.
They were selling in the school?
I mean, yeah, like one person like got caught. So that's the point.
That's why they had the officers and the metal detectors. Because they don't even have that at your school down here, do they?
At all. But, I don't know. But I don't know. It's weird because for me, I kind of like those type of schools because, like,
oh my goodness, no, Nicole, no, Nicole. I thought you said you don't want to be mixed in with all of that. Oh
I'm not saying
I like
that.
them. You funny, just like your mom.
I'm not saying that like just to like
damn
be bad. I'm just saying it's more the city type. Like it's more you can really be yourself because they get it. I don't know, like.
Okay, well, be honest. That's what it's about.
That's why I feel like I can like it's black. Oh.
No, be honest.
I feel like it's more like it's black people and it's like because I don't like the really suburbans because you even got the black people acting white and it's just like just be yourself, man. Like.
So when you saying that we not racist. So you're not racist, right?
No.
So it is what it is. Black people, white people, you know, obviously we have a culture of America to where there's a division in race.
Let me say this. There's a difference between a race act. Oh, okay. For instance, and I'm just saying for instance. There's a difference between a black person acting white and a black person being professional. Like type John, you know what I mean? I feel like difference is like a black person acting white is more not even acting white, whatever.
Let's clear it up though. What is acting white and what is acting black?
Okay, not even acting white or black. It's just like don't try to be something that you know you're not. Like, you know, just my main thing just be you. But I feel like if you're around the type of environment, like say you got this black person that's around a lot of white people, it's just like I don't know how to explain that.
Cause you really do hear that a lot to where you'll say, well, he's acting white, Uncle Tom lover, or he's acting black, that nigger lover. So I don't think there's enough definition to fully make it like real legit. Or what does that phrase mean? What does it mean? What does it mean to act white?
I feel like it means like to just act like you don't know your black race, like to act like you don't.
So a black person being racist against their own. I've seen that. I've seen that to where some black people can't stand their own people because of, like you said, they just want to be more with the white race instead of the black. And like I said, this is not racist talk. This is just reality that school students deal with even in the workplace. So we can't act like this stuff don't exist. But that don't make neither one of us racist for bringing it to the surface.
Yeah,
so at the end of the day, you talking about how you feel about making friends. What is the solution to it?
I'm kind of finding that now, like till this day. I feel like my solution is for me, one, I just need to I need to really calm down, chill out, not expect too much. Cause that's why I feel like I be like getting just feeling like I don't have no friends. Cause I be expecting a lot. Like what I usually be expecting is like when I go into the school, when I go into my car, I expect people to talk to me, but it's always not like that. So that, not to expect too much, and also just to.
Well, I want you to break out of expecting people to talk to you, because even not even just your generation, even way back, in order for you to be successful, and it's called networking, sometimes you have to start the conversation. You have to put yourself out there to network with people you never talked to or met before and start it. You might make the best deal, the best business deal, business friend, even a husband to come. So stop always sitting in the background waiting for people to come to you, because you can actually miss out on opportunities by you expecting people to come to you.
And the reason why I don't talk to people like that, because I feel like if I go talk to them, and it be those people to where like, it's like they feel like they too good to talk to, or it's just like, that one type of person to where it's just like.
Well, there's a saying too, and a lot of people are guilty for this in today's society. They judge a book before they read it. You could assume that that person think he too good, or you could assume that he bougie and this and that. But if you would have took the time to go and talk to him, you'll realize that he's the most down, or she's the most down to earth, coolest person ever. But you would have never known because you judged that book before you got to read it. Mm-hmm. Sometimes what appears to be on the surface is not what's really, like, that's not what it is. It's just assumptions, and people need to stop that.
Like, I feel like I'm like type weird. Like, I can go up to a person and be like, "Hey, girl," like blah blah blah. And it just like sometimes like it could be like they're looking at me like what the heck, or it's just like, hey.
Maybe that's just how they look. There you go with assumption. If they didn't tell you that that's what it is, don't assume. Like, get more proof by actions. Like, really just watch how they act to prove what you thinking is a legit truth.
Okay.
So you just gotta prove it wrong if that's really somebody you want to associate with.
Yeah. I gotta find somebody I really want to associate with. I think I gotta wait till next year.
Yeah, so sometimes, you know, your beliefs can be your hindrance. So by you believing and expecting people to talk to you, you might not never make friends because that's a block. You have this block up to where you're not opening yourself up for friends because you got that block up. Well, if you don't talk to me, I ain't talking to you. Or I think she bougie, so I ain't going. So that's a block. So you need to release those blocks before I think even anybody else that's thinking like this to be successful with friend making.
Yeah. Like, for now, when I go to school back on Monday, I don't know how to explain it, but like, I'm going to just chill. Like,
It'll come. Just have an open mind. Not so open to where you willing to do inappropriate things.
Like,
but have an open mind, and like you said, with the positive, have an open mind about positivity to come your way. It's all energy. You attract what you think. You attract what energy you're giving out. So don't go in there with a down spirit or whatever. Go in there with a more positive outlook, and it'll turn around.
Yeah.
So anything you would like to say to end this? And like I said, you can be the voice for high schoolers. So that can be a way to make friends. Like, just tell them that, you know, you a YouTuber, and if it's a topic that you want you to discuss, you know, to kind of represent people your age, then get more advice on what they would want to hear. So if y'all want to see more videos like this, either as a parent that's trying to get to know your what high schoolers think, or just if you a high schooler just want to just voice your opinion, you know, you can do that.
Okay. Yep.
So anything you would like to say to end this video?
Just for now, just high school, just to keep a positive attitude. Even adults, just keep a positive attitude no matter what. And
one more thing. So as a high schooler with a single mom or both parents or a single dad, what advice could you give parents to help your child to make it through the tough time of being a high schooler or a teenager? Like, what could a parent do to make it easier on a child? Because sometimes we parents can be a little tough with lecturing or yelling or strict rules or not understand or even listening to our child. What could you give advice to the parents?
I don't know. I just say, like, to the point where just have an open relationship to where, like, because now once you're, like, a kid gets in high school or whatever, I feel like it's like, you know how it goes, they're going to want to, like, explore or just be, like, I don't know, like, just see what's, like, not out there, but see what's out there and to see about themselves and all that. So I just feel like just have an open relationship from time to time, just to speak to them about anything and just to, I don't know, you know?
But obviously, as parents, our job is to protect you from yourself. Because at this age, what you think you know is not, you don't know. So it's up to a good parent to drive you in the right direction. So you're right about having open communication, but at the same time, y'all have to understand that when, let's just say, you want to hang with this boy, and in your mind, like, you really think it's a good thing to hang with this boy. But by the mom or dad knowing how boys are, we say, no, you can't hang with that boy. And you might get so upset that you ain't talking to your parent no more, or you slam your door, this and that. But that's in your best interest. Because let's just say we let you go hang with that boy and this boy rape you. and now you pregnant with an unwanted baby because this dude raped you or gang raped you or something bad. So sometimes y'all kids have to know when a parent is coming from a good place to protect you versus you just wanting what you want all the time.
Yeah, so as far as that situation, that's why what I would consider to let the parent meet that guy first.
Or friend. Not even just guy, the people that you're dealing with. Because if something happened where you get kidnapped or you missing, we can know who you've been talking to, what's their number, what's their parents' address, where everything, so I can find my child if that ever was to happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, parents, even the 360 app, like I don't know if it's just the iPhone thing, but it's called 360 Life, and you can have your child download it on their phone and you have it on your phone, and your child will always know where you at, and you will always know, like it pinpoints location for you to know where your child is. So that's a great app to know where your kid is. So, all right, guys, time is of the essence. Let's make better time of it. Let's love each other, not judge each other, because I never judge you, honey. I look a mess, so I'm not getting on camera, but would you like to have a saying of your bye-byes?
No, I wouldn't.
Be like how you did, like, deuces.
Deuces.
Look at her getting all mature. All right, guys.